New cars, you'll know if you've been shopping lately, are astronomically expensive. Apparently in the US, people are taking out 7-year car loans. Sometimes they're returning the car and they're underwater on the borrowing. Car prices have gone up in Canada as well. What's happening in the used car market? We are joined by Baris Akyurek. He's VP of Insights and Intelligence at AutoTrader. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Andrew.
Over the past few months, with tariffs affecting the auto market, has there been any effect on the used car market?
100%. So usually what happens is that the market was pretty strong in the since the Q3 of last year, used car market. The year started off pretty well, but what happens is that usually used car prices start the year on the higher side and they come down throughout the year. Mm-hmm. And because of tariffs, that didn't happen this year. That trend has reversed. So we are seeing a lot of demand on used vehicles. Some new car consumers are moving over to used, and those people who were interested in used cars, they are accelerating their purchases because of the tariffs. Mm-hmm. So prices have been going up since March. Now we are looking at just over $37,000
for a used vehicle.
For a used vehicle, up by 4.3% on a year-over-year basis. So that's the gist of it.
It's quite a lot. A used car. I know cars last longer these days, but
that's
$37,000 for a used vehicle, and that's the average price.
That's the average price, correct.
And are we talking about light trucks, F-150s, and also autos here?
Everything, light vehicles.
Right. And so what do you guys do at AutoTrader? I mean, do you still publish physically a magazine?
There's no magazine anymore.
Okay.
Everything's online.
Yeah.
So we literally celebrated our 50th year in Canada this year, and it's 100% online and digital.
And so what's the deal if I want to sell a car, which is tough? It can be tough. You get the notorious tire kickers, et cetera, come over, but you just do a listing on AutoTrader.
That's correct.
Yeah.
As a private seller, you can sell your car online. It's free. You can post it, and as we talked about, the demand is there. So I don't know what car you drive, but if you're interested in selling, I'm sure it's going to sell pretty quickly.
Well, I have a Maserati, so no, I'm joking.
Oh, you're joking?
Okay. No, I'm joking. I do think they're cool because they look just like regular cars.
They sound really good too.
But how do you make money then at AutoTrader?
So we work with almost 5,000 dealerships. We have different packages depending on the number of vehicles that they list on the site.
Okay.
And then it's a monthly subscription. We have some advertising income as well, and different smaller companies, sister companies. So,
but if I'm selling my car as just a private citizen, I can put my ad on AutoTrader for free?
For free, that's correct.
Right.
That is correct.
Of course, it is a nightmare notoriously selling your car. You get people coming around, messers, trying to bargain you down. Sometimes it's easier to sell it to a dealer.
So again, I don't know what your experience is, but given the increase in demand, again, if you have a car that's on demand, I'm sure it's going to sell pretty quickly because the market's pretty good.
That's interesting. Now, what about this challenge of fraud, like people changing VIN numbers? And I know some dealers have been caught up in this. It must be a challenge for you with the stolen car problem.
To be honest with you, I'm not really in that department. I don't know much about that stuff.
Yes, okay.
But we have a lot of, we do a lot of checks and balances just to make sure that everything's good to go. So that's all I can say. I don't know much about it. I don't want to get into a detail.
No. What about new vehicle inventory? Because during the pandemic, car makers maybe deliberately restricted supply, but their factories and supply lines were disrupted. Yep. Is there a lot of new car inventory out there?
So new car inventory was doing really well up until the tariffs. So it was going really well, and the tariffs happened, and they have been impacted. So when we look at the inventory levels, they're down on a year-over-year basis, but it's very nuanced because certain brands, there's lots of availability.
Yes.
Certain brands, there's not so much. So it also depends. It again depends on what you're looking for. But there's availability. It's been picking up slightly, and because of the availability, the prices haven't gone up yet. So they are down by around 4% on a year-over-year basis.
New cars.
That is correct.
Oh, that's a break for people.
That is correct. Yeah.
What about electric cars? I mean, people are reselling them, I suppose, but it's only a small part of the market still in Canada.
That is correct. So when we look at the way that we do a lot of research and analysis to understand the market, and EVs is one of the things that we dig in on an annual basis. We do this research, and the research results keep coming back that the purchase intent has been coming down since 2022.
For electric vehicles?
For electric vehicles. And now, in addition to the decline in demand, the government just paused they suspended the ISA program.
The incentives.
Right? The incentives. And consumers are obviously motivated by these incentives. So since March, when the money ran out, new EV sales are down in double digits on a year-over-year basis. And if there's no major changes in this, we expect that to continue.
Can you give us a handle? Are many of your listings on AutoTrader electric cars?
That's correct. So both for new and used, we still have the mandates, right, to hit the targets, the 25%, the 60%, and the 100%.
The auto industry.
The auto industry. So OEMs keep manufacturing these vehicles in order to be able to hit these targets, but the demand has been coming down. So prices reacting accordingly. So when we look at new EV prices, they are down in double digits.
That's interesting. Baris, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for having me.
Baris Akyurek, VP of Insights and Intelligence at AutoTrader.